Hello, I have gotten myself out of casa. Oop. Nobody knows that. We're not gonna say that I did that. Never mind, actually. But I did hear that there was someone in Batsaha that needed some help finding Omin pebbles, and we're gonna learn what those are, I guess. Anxious father. Yeah. I heard about you. Ninian Turkit, nice to meet you. Khelim, you startled me. I thought you might have been one of my precious pebbles returning to me. You see, my chest of Omin pebbles has gone missing. Did my pebbles suddenly become cross with me? I don't know what I could have done to displease them. Oh, my little liar. She will be so disappointed. This liar? Imaginative child. I was an imaginative child. Hello. Hello, my name is Liar. What's yours? Do you know my rock castle? I built the walls really, really high to protect treasure inside from the bad worm. You want to know what the treasure is? Maybe if... Alright, you can have the treasure, but only if you bring me some other treasure that my castle can protect. Something shiny. A tiny pebble is sitting regally atop the castle. It's the king. Alright, something shiny. I have shiny things. I have several shiny things. What shiny things do you want, I guess, would be the best question. A fragment of a sulfur crystal. Okay, if that's all you want. Shiny! I love it. The king of the castle will watch over the shinies really, really closely. I dub the royal treasure grabber of the rock castle. Here, the treasure grabber can hold on to my other treasure. Oh. Alright. What did you give me? This little box. Small chest of Omin pebbles. Oh, I've heard of these. In rural areas, people collect pebbles that hop into their shoes intentionally. They think the pebble omen are jumping into their shoes, I guess. Because pebble omen resemble ordinary pebbles. Apparently it's rude to toss them out. They just go about their day until they get home and can deposit their little Omin pebbles in a chest. Having an Omin pebble collection in one's house is said to bring good luck from the Omin, grateful for being allowed into the person's home. Aw, that's nice. But I know that this is what you were looking for, Ninian. Khelim, that I have my pebbles found their way back to me. Oh, my bosom can hardly contain my joy. I knew my honeyed offerings would work. Please, Khelim, here. You may have one of my pebbles. If you hold on to it and cherish it, it will surely do the same for you. Oh, thank you. I've never had an Omin pebble before. What's an Omin pebble, Ninian? A tiny pebble which at some point ended up in someone's shoe. The pebble is lumpy but smooth, and letting it rest in your palm puts you at ease. It's probably just your imagination, but sometimes when you aren't looking directly at it, you almost feel like you can see it moving. And hold on. Has something been nibbling the honey treats and eggs from your pack? Oh, I guess I better go get it more honey treats? Well, thank you for the thank yous, and thank you for the Omin Pebble. I will treasure it, and I will give it some nice boiled eggs. I've heard Omin like boiled eggs. There's actually... okay, to be fair, that's a rumor I heard at a tea house, but... what about... the Khelim with the sharp eyes? What can I do for you today? You might not have guessed it, but I am in fact a merchant by trade. I typically deal in rare mechanical marvels that pass through Batsaha, a fascination that remains the sole inheritance from my time in New Foundry and the cold mechanical creature who calls herself my mother. But do not let me blabber on. Please have a look at my wares. Okay. That's awfully nice of you. I don't know that I have any... Oh. Oh, that's an amazing weapon. It's just a sword hilt? This weapon is from Fisa Pelgan. Fisa and Tichel were twins born to House Pelgan around the beginning of the Fifth Age. Unable to decide how to handle firstborn twins, their father elected simply to raising them both as heirs, and the rest of the Pelgan family waited with bated breath to see who would become Baron or Baroness. Upon the death of their father, Tichel rushed to assume the title, while Fisa mysteriously vanished in the night. After many seasons of traveling, Fisa returned to the Pelgan estate to discover the appalling state that her brother had made of it as Baron and demanded a duel for the title as was her right. She presented a sword handle and claimed that she'd be able to beat her brother with only the handle as her weapon. Drunk on his own power, Tichel accepted the duel without question and charged at his sister with his massive great crescent. Fisa calmly closed her eyes, took a few slow and steady breaths. When Tichel was just steps away, she breathed in one last time and held it. Immediately, a long, sharp rapier blade shot up from out of the handle, and with a well-placed thrust was stuck straight through Tichel's heart. Fisa slowly breathed out, and the blade retracted once more. Serenesis, wandering storyteller. This is an odd blade that reacts to the breathing of the wielder. When the wielder breathes normally, the rapier blade is fully retracted into its own hilt, only extending when the wielder holds their breath. A very useful surprise to any opponent who is unprepared. That's nice. That's so interesting, though. Well, I mean, I guess it's getting late. I think I'm being followed around by an Omin in chat, too. Sorry. Or an Omin somewhere in Batsaha. Well, I've heard that Omin like honey. But I'm not sure where to find honey. I do have boiled eggs. So hopefully the Omin Pebble in my pack will be happy with boiled eggs. Okay, whoever the other Omen is that is nomming on the boiled eggs, please let everybody share. Now, if I remember correctly, today is also the day that the post office gets what's it called? Mail for other Omin. Because they have a friend in Telif that sends them mail. Oh no. Telif is supposedly a desert area. Well, I missed the boat. No, we could go for a walk while So this is another interesting thing that I found. I guess I should go look around the underbelly a little bit more, but there's an alchemically produced theater prop that spills out a heavy marble smoke. And apparently this is from a theater production, and this says Forest Ablaze. Dimin and their gathered Omin workers run through the forest fire. Mimin, stay together. The smoke is thick and threatens to make us lose sight of one another. Dimin, it is better if we split up. A group of Omin is easy to see, but an Omin alone will be invisible in the smoke. We all know our destination and we will meet there. The Diminiad, Act 4, Scene 7. I have the other acts somewhere written down. Maybe the Omen can nom on the boiled eggs in my pack before I get them a honey jar or something. So the Diminiad, as far as I know, and this is a theater production that I am not sure who it was written by. So far, I have only found parts of Act 1, Act 2, this this jar, which is, I guess, Act 4? And it starts off, the only thing I have from Act 1 are Scene 3, which has the line, "The symbols of comfort I gift to thee, yet those of pleasant make you have yet to earn from me." Oh, the ferry. Maybe we'll read it on the ferry ride over. Let's see. I'll sit down. Act 2, Scene 3 is the other thing that I have. And this says the warrior camp. Dimin approaches the towering two-faced warrior in their camp. The right-faced warrior, it is very dangerous to come into a big camp when you are so small. I do not wish to see you harmed. The left-faced warrior, Oh, that is a loud horn. I keep forgetting about that. Maybe I'll continue reading after. I wish that they had a way to turn down the Elden horns on these things. Okay. So, where were we? Oh yeah, Act 2, Scene 3. Dimon met a towering two-faced warrior. The right face said, "This is very dangerous to come into a big camp when you are so small. I do not wish to see you harmed." The left face said, "It was foolish to come into my deadly camp when you are so puny. I could squash you beneath my heel." Dimon replied, "Your faces are maligned, warrior. One seeks to protect me, the other to kill me. Right face, if you truly do not seek me harm, then you must protect me from your other half." The other scenes I have are from Act 4. I read one of them already. Scene 3 is called The Mine Master's Cave. Dimon and their gathered Omin workers entered the cave and see the Mine Master ahead, asleep with a bowl of honeyed eggs on the table. Oh, we all know how much Omin like honey, right? Which reminds me, do you have any honey? No, doesn't look like it. I doubt the trinket hoarder would have honey. You probably don't either. Lovely flowers, but no honey. I'm wondering where I could get honey for my little Omin Pebble. And I guess for the Omin in chat, if the Omin in chat would also like honey. I'll check the tea house, and then maybe read the rest of the story. But as far as I know of this play, it's a story of a bunch of Omen traveling around Braided Shore. At least that's my guess. Getting ready for evening. There's honey brew. Do you think the Omen would be okay with honey brew? Well, that's not enough. Maybe there's one or two other things I can pick up. And then we can get... Oh, do you have anything? Well, you have more of those, but I think you charge more too. A pale knot. Well, maybe Mitna will, like... Hello, Mitna. I need to get my Omen some honey, and I think you're the only person that has some of this right now. Do I trade some of the boiled eggs for honey? Probably not. But I could get a few of these, maybe? Haha, my math worked out. Good trade. And now I have some honey brew, and I can't find folded honey leaf, but we will take a look for that in a bit. For now, we're going to sit down and have some tea, and I am going to go through the rest of this play. So, the play started off with a specific bit of dialogue about it seems to be, the line was, "The symbols of comfort I gift to thee, yet those of pleasant make you have yet to earn from me." I'm not sure who is saying that. And then Dimon approached a warrior camp, and there was a right-faced warrior and a left-faced warrior, and one of them said they would be harmed, and one of them threatened harm. And Dimon, I guess being a little smart, I guess it would make sense, Omin are clever, asked the right-faced warrior, said that if they truly seek them no harm, then you must protect me from your other half. Scene 3 in Act 4, which is the other one that I have, is the Mine Master's Cave. Dimon and their gathered Omin workers entered the cave and see the Mine Master head asleep with a bowl of honeyed eggs on his table. Oh, maybe I should put the eggs in the honey brew for the Omin. Mimin, let us take the eggs and run. We are so hungry, and they would feed us for a week. Dimon, at the end of that week, you will all be hungry again. Let us take the chicken instead. We may stay hungry a while longer, but after that, we will no longer need to steal. I think Dimon's a clever little Omin. Scene 7 of the same act, the forest ablaze. This is from the pot I have earlier, the jar that magically puts out marble smoke, is carved. Dimon and their gathered Omin workers run through the forest fire. Mimin, stay together. The smoke is thick and threatens to make us lose sight of one another. Dimon, it is better if we split up. A large group of Omin are easy to see, but an Omin alone will be invisible in the smoke. We all know our destination, and we will meet there. And then the last act that I know of, Act 5, Scene 2, is called West Wind Coast, which I'm guessing is West Wind Shores. However, it says, Dimon stands solemnly next to a pile of driftwood, a pyre to their departed friend Mimin. Before they can light the pyre, a wind picks up the wood and twists it into a menacing Khelim. Khelim, was your struggle worth it? If you had not fought those stronger than you, then your friend would still draw breath. Dimon, that is something which I must ponder. Though I fear that I shall never have an answer, my friend lies dead, yet I can already see the smiles of Omin who can now know a free future. It may not salve my heart, but my heart is not the only one on this shore. Now, you can find a lot of these sewn or knotted or etched, or the knots etched into items. There's an ugly hood of a cloth, I don't know what that is, the first act. There are several masks, one painted tomback, one a not great looking bell metal, a ferrite prop mask, and a driftwood mask. And all of those seem to carry etchings or knottings for the play. So, I'm not entirely sure where to find all of these, but from what I do know, today is the day, or I guess evening at this point, that I need to go and pick up some more letters for some other Omin. And this isn't, you know, Dimon and his friend, but hopefully... Hopefully, I will be able to find them again. I did a delivery for them earlier in Charwood Forest, and I think that they still reside there. And maybe in the meantime, I will find a merchant that actually sells honey. You sell umbrellas. Well, we are going to quickly go talk to the postmaster again. Oh. I also have to do more deliveries for the boat, I guess. I wonder if I have... Well, I don't currently need those. Most of these are... Oh, right. I picked this file up so that I'm not great at talking to people. Yeah. But it's supposed to make you better at trading. I'm glad you're happy to have a new friend. I'm happy to have a new friend in my bag too. He's not getting traded. I would never give away my friends. I will, however, see if I can complete this trade. That's going to be difficult. Ah! Well, that's tricky. Could you maybe... I need to deliver these to the boat master... the mechanist in Myrrh, and I need to keep some of my things for my Omin friends. Wait a minute. Nope, too much. Haha, but maybe that's enough. It is. That's very close. Alright, that is another thing I have to deliver here. Maybe you can go sit next to your little jar. And the boiled eggs. So now the Omin has the part of the story about Omin and boiled eggs, and it can read it. Well, maybe it can read it. I don't know. I'm assuming Omin can read dots, maybe. Or etchings. I never thought about that before. Omin, do you read? Should I name the Omin Pebble? Oh, maybe it will just say Omin. Well, I hear Omin over here. I hear your little chirps. Reading knots. I heard you chirping about if you could read. It's reading knots. It's the little things tied into ropes, or sometimes the squiggly lines that have the knots etched into them. I guess I'm being followed around by an Omin. I can't see you, but I'm assuming that you're just very good at hiding. As far as I know, Omin cannot read. But... First we're going to go get some Omin. I mean, maybe. They do get mail. Ooh. Sorry to scare you. I know that's a little loud. You also do not have honey. I know that there are occasionally merchants that actually carry a jar of honey. I've seen it before. My guess as far as lore goes, or folklore that I've heard about Omin and Khelim is since Khelim have some type of senses but not eyes, that maybe the Omin have some type of sense of what something says but do not read. Yes, because the postmaster has another honey-scented envelope that says, "For my friends in Hav Aradom Charwood Forest, from the afternoon soak in Ovi Talif." I'll take this for you. If I can remember exactly where I'm going. Oh, there's still merchants out. Do you have honey? No. Just olives. Olives are pretty good. Greetings. I suppose you have a gem.
What do you need?
Oh. Well, I was looking for honey, but you have dates, so I guess not that.
Special price today.
I don't need a sword right now, but thank you. Maybe I can pick up some more things and see about getting honey later. Hello, who are you? You sell groceries? A Khelim. Keep your voice low and your steps silent in my alley. Do the laws of the council scare you, or perhaps a free soul can count themselves unburdened by laws passed generations ago? There are so many joys that the hypocritical traditionalists turn their noses at. Have a look at what I offer, but keep this meaning to yourself for both our sakes. Okay, do you have honey? That's not honey, that's alcohol and poisonous things and gulfweed. I have some gulfweed already, thank you. Okay. Anyway, Omin. Right. I need to get this to Omin in the forest. As far as I know, Omin, I guess, probably have the same or similar senses to Khelim. That's my guess, anyway. Exquisite sharpening stone. That's tempting. But not honey. And we're gonna sneak into Charwood. I guess sneak out of casa. Oh, it's lovely out here. Hello, fork-tongued feline. Oh, what have we here? A dandelion drifting on the breeze deep into the forest, walking along paths seldom tread by honest folk. Yes, you make fun of me every time I come through this way. I'm not going to wake the sleeping smuggler. Do not let Sariba's words affright your tender heart. We are not one for gossip and shan't inform him of your trespass. You could even walk through the gate. Sariba might yet remain your confidant. I have a few times, and I feel like you're mocking me a little bit on that. Here we go. Hav Eredon. Been here before. Do we have Omin? Oh, I guess the Omin are not here right now. Hmm. Alright, well, I don't think I am allowed to give this letter to the Omen in my pocket. Or Omen Pebble? I don't know if it's an Omen, I guess. Perhaps we will sit down and have some tea and see if the Omen show up. There we go. I knew there was a brazier over here. So, I am going to very quickly sit down and have some tea and, if I can remember which one of the teas that I have on me. Oh, I suppose I should... We'll do Cobalt Brew for right now. Well, I will have some tea, and I hope you will join me with that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, at the very least, I am out of tea. So we are going to go take a look at other Omen around the braided shore. And see if I can say hello. And the Omen Pebble that I have in my bag will have to take care of the envelope, and I will have to bribe them with lots of boiled eggs and honey, I am sure. So we're going to go get some honey. But in the meantime, if I can find it, I have not had any luck in Mur or Batsaha. So, oh jeez, winds, what is that? You are not an omen. You are a mystic.
Take nothing for granted.
I'm experimenting with a new spell knot. Don't stand too close, please. There's some fragmentation sometimes that smarts like crazy. I require solitude to concentrate, and I don't want to hurt anyone except myself. So, you'll excuse me? Yes, I will. I want my Omen Pebble to be perfectly safe, so, we will go away. I forgot how dangerous this forest could be at night. I've seen those bandits before. I don't see any leaf or brush omen around. Bush. As far as I know, there have been Pebble Omen, which might be what now is living in my bag. Rock Omen, Leaf Omen. There is some weavers who have nodded about Spoon and Teapot Omen, and we're fairly certain the Teapot Omen are what is running off with all of the tea samples at the tea market. Yes, I have not seen a teapot omen around, so I am assuming that my tea will not be run off with for now. However, as far as I know, and this is from both research and rumor, Omen are nature spirits that inhabit the braided shore. And they're not from where I'm from. They often shy away from folk unless given offerings. Such offerings are sometimes put out at night by common folk who hope for blessings from Omen. In addition, such blessings, which Omen may or may not give, the small spirits sometimes also leave gifts in returns for folks' offerings. That might be what the Omen Pebble is. Some legends speak of mighty omen, of great serpents and mountain kings, but most accounts are of diminutive, timid creatures with a penchant for mischief. So, oh, I do remember there is a small bed. Oh, hello. Someone's gathering stones over there. I have my own stone. I have my own little pebble. It is getting so dark. Alright. If we're going to see more Omin, there might be another place around here. I don't know that we will see the teapot Omin. They might just live on Myrrh. There we go. It's through these bushes. There also are moss omen called mosslings, at least by Cavo Linnea or Professor Linnea of Rivenleaf. Well, at least there supposedly are. I'm going to try to help prove that maybe later, but not today. Hello. Oop, someone looks like they're admiring the fish. Welcome to Jadern Pavilion. Oop, lots of deer here today. Now, normally I have a hard time finding this. Well, normally I don't have a hard time finding this. But we are going to see if I can get my little Pebble Omen a bed. I have seen some discarded items around here, and I am pretty sure I saw something the size of a doll's bed. Well, that's it. It's not a tiny bed, but maybe we'll get lucky. No, not over here. This place I stumbled upon actually from Jadern. There are two entrances. And usually there are plenty of Omen around here too, but maybe they're avoiding me? I wonder if they're scared of the Pebble Omen. Oh, no, I think I heard a chirp. Are you around here somewhere? Got it. I have never seen a teapot or a spoon omen. Polished sulfur jar. Not honey, but it looks like the color of honey. Maybe I can put some honey in it later. And then I can do honey eggs like the story says. The little story about Dimon and his omen friends. I wonder if Dimon was a Pebble Omen. Anyway, nature spirits, right. Omen are nature spirits, and not all of them are tiny. Alright. To continue. Oh, spoon. Maybe spoon omen? That would be interesting if I got a Omin spoon and a Pebble Omin. I don't think that's what this is, but... What are you? Oh. Another chest. Oh, that's useful. A knot skill book about Unveil. A knot that is used to reveal hidden entities will become illuminated before the knotbinder's eyes. I didn't know there was one over here. Alright, well, I'm going to leave some things in this chest because that's a good knot skill to have. I'm going to read this. And we'll worry about some of my other things later. I hear the Omen around, but I don't see any of them. I mean, it is dark. I'm assuming you all are hiding. Right, I keep getting distracted. Oh, there you are. Oh, I'm sorry. I was not trying to step on you. I apologize. I'll go this way. Please don't get your larger Omen friend. Right. Anyway, there's a professor from Rivenleaf, whose full name I believe is Cavo Linnea, but Professor Linnea is how they're introduced. Yes, Professor Linnea. You all are probably absolutely tired of Professor Linnea since they probably keep following you around. As I am doing right now. Hi! I promise I am not trying to catalog you. I know Professor Linnea is trying to catalog Moss Omen in the underbelly. I will probably be helping them, but hopefully not bothering you all too much. Oh. That's not doing anything for this altar. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe my little Omen Pebble friend will help me. If I can remember... Let's see... Not quite, buddy. We'll get it. Somehow. There we go. Yes! Yay! Well, apparently the Pebble Omen is well versed in spiritual matters, which I guess would make sense, because you're a spirit. Don't worry, I am going to put you back next to your boiled eggs. I think we may have scared the other omen away. And unfortunately did not find a little bed. Oh, hello. There's a leaf omen. Hi guys. Oop, and there you go. Well, don't worry, I'm not here to really bother you. I suppose they probably want to do their own thing. But yes, there is a spirit that Professor Linnea is also trying to find underneath a mountain. And my guess is that that actually might be an omen, as I believe it's occasionally been described as the Mountain King. Which in yes, I will try to get more presents for my little Pebble omen, such as a tiny bed and some type of honey. Maybe crossings will have something. But yes, Professor Linnea, the spirit naturalist, is looking for a giant worm in underneath the mountain near Charcape Passage. If you look around there, you can find an entrance in the side of a cliff. However, occasionally it's very dangerous, but nobody's found anything yet, to my knowledge. And so nobody has proven whether it's an omen or not. There are occasionally little rock omen that run around here as well. This is Alcan Rock Coast. They are also found in West Wind Shores and most rocky areas. I've seen a lot of them using the bridges in Oboe's Blade Pass. Are the omens saying it's a Sephra? My guess is omen, because there are supposed to be omen that are very large. Oh. Oh. The elderly charsmith. I got a nice piece of equipment from you when I was starting out. They give you a nice, well, little piece of armor, but it's free and it's helpful. Just like omen luck. Are the omen in chat going to give me good luck? We're trying to find honey and maybe a tiny bed for my new omen pebble friend. I have boiled eggs. It's already been nibbling on the eggs in my pack. And all I have is honey brew. I don't really have folded leaves with honey, unfortunately.
Greetings.
I've always wondered what the offering for Sephra would be. Well, I mean, you can offer almost anything at a Sephra shrine. Hello. No, you have a sulfur jar as well, but you do not have a honey jar. I don't know what the leaf means, but I'm going to hope that it's good luck.
Khelim. Gizim gale.
You are, however, standing right in front of the tea cellar that I wish to talk to.
Whatever you wish.
There we go. It does not look like you have honey. Or an Omin bed. Perhaps we will try fixing the well? Maybe someone dropped something useful down here. Well, the cloud in the Voices Tavern, I would say, is possibly one of the Sephra I am most afraid of. Speaking of which, Sephra, give me... Omin bed? Maybe if I give you a few things, you will give me a nice... Give me good luck and get me an Omin bed for my Omin. And some honey. Or at the very least, enough energy to go find it. At least Omin are known mostly for just being mischievous and not stealing your soul. I guess the cloud doesn't really do that. All I know about the cloud is that you can become a Hesem if you gamble with passage too much, and that just hollows you out. Or... Oh, sorry, I am getting distracted. I should be paying attention to my Omin friends. Unless you want to hear about the cloud. In which case, I found an interesting thing in Charwood Forest. But,
Yes?
nope. Oh, I know what I might be able to find. These ponds down here are known as the eyes of the sky, and sometimes a mushroom grows down here. A special one that some Omin are known to use as hats. Yes, there we go. This is a marble shade. I can get it for my Pebble Omin. These are tougher than its tender stalks convey. The chewy mushroom is rumored to still be used to make a unique soft cloth weave by some weavers in the Deeplands. On rare occasions, during the full moon, processions of Omin have been spotted walking through forests wearing marble shade caps on their heads. I guess, I don't know what your heads would be. I guess wherever you want to balance the mushroom. It is said that the only spirit naturalist Linnea knows the purpose of these rare Omin rituals. Oh, maybe I will bug Linnea again the next time I see them. Well, I have an envelope that I haven't been able to deliver yet, but maybe I will check back. The Pebble Omin is not allowed to eat whatever's in the sweet-smelling envelope. I have a marble shade for my new Pebble Omin, and boiled eggs, and honey brew because I could not find honey nor leaves. Whatever Omin are following me around, or spirits or voices in my head that I can't tell the difference. If you see a little bed that could be a doll's bed, I might be able to use it as an Omin bed. I don't want to pick that up, that seems icky. Well, there's a road warden. Maybe we could check Batsaha again. Hello, other little voice I just heard. That is not what I am looking for, but for now I will take it. I am trying to find a bed for my Omin. I have had no luck with honey, so we have honey brew instead of honey. I know I've seen a jar of honey, but we have boiled eggs. And I picked up a marble shade, so they can have a hat. And there are Omin following me around somewhere, and I don't know where you are, and you're not just the one in my pack, unless you are the one in my pack, and I don't know it. And I will try not to get my Pebble Omin wet. But yes, the spirit in Under the Mountain, I'm not entirely convinced that's a Sephra. Technically it could be an Omin. We do know of another giant worm I wonder if the charworm was an omen. That would be strange and unnerving. Here's another food merchant. Also no luck with the honey, it seems. I am having very bad luck finding at least a jar of honey, if not a folded leaf of honey for...
Have a look at my wares, traveler.
for my little Omin Pebble. And I did try to find a bed, but I haven't had any luck finding a little bed either. I've seen them. I don't think my Omin needs a sword. I don't know that they can wield a sword. I don't know that spell yet. I'm sure I will still be able to afford something for my Omin. There we go, that's close. An Omin with a sword would be scary. Do any Omin in chat have a sword? Spirits with a sword would be scary too, but if I just saw an Omin running around with a sword, I would be very unnerved.
Have a look at my wares, traveler.
I believe you have flowers, but I don't know that you have honey. I do have honey.
Sit yourself wherever you wish.
Maybe this tea house has honey? You have honey brew, but it doesn't look like you have a pot of honey. And I already got some honey brew for my Omin. I don't think Omin like pet treats. Oh, right. But I can try to get some. And I am soaked. The pet shop owner, you have... Yes! You were setting up shop here and bought this house from the previous owner. A very nice lady who used it to host games of Passage. Oh, she was probably chased out because people don't like Passage. By luck or fate, she was, for some reason or another, forced to move her activity underground, whatever that means. I don't know that I can explain that right now. No, really. Can I, Yes, I will definitely spread the pet treats around and give them to local wildlife if that's what you want me to do. If you give me... Yep, I still have a pet treat left, but if you give me a couple, I will try that. And I will see if my Omin will nibble on it, maybe. Well, I think I've lucked out, or I think my luck may have run out as far as things that I can collect for my Omin. Whatever spirit said the gambling old lady in the woods, that is a good theory. I had never thought of that. But yes, now that I have my Omin Pebble friend and have collected some items, I am not sure where to go to get the rest of the things that I am hoping to find for them. I mean, a bed and some more treats would be good. You like folded leaves with honey, right? I would rather keep the Omin Pebble happy than have it mischievously run off with my shoes, which is one of the rumors that people have said that they do. I suppose we will probably... head back to Mur and I can stay the night there. For some reason, the pebble, I find it in the little jar of honey brew that I recently bought. I prefer wearing my shoes, simply because, you know, I walk a lot. I would have a hard time being mad at an Omin that ran away with my shoes. Little Omin that are listening, this is not an invitation to run off with my shoes, please. I do need those. Outside of rumors that I have heard, apparently Omin can be as big as a tree, or at least some people say that they can be, because someone said that they got pinched by a tree and they thought it was an Omin. And someone said once that they saw an Omin release a rabbit from a trap, which is kind of nice, although if that's your dinner, that might be a little sad. And supposedly mystics can use them as house servants. And it's good luck to touch them, but you have to be quick enough. These are just things I've heard around the Braided Shore. I don't know the mystics. Well, I guess if the Omin Pebble is actually eating food from my pack, then perhaps they could be trained as a servant? I don't know that I want to be a servant, I just kind of... He's a cute little Omin Pebble. Adorable little Omin Pebble nibbling on the honey, brewing the eggs in my pack. Yes, I am doing a quick delivery of cogs because the chief engineer of the boat, the Seagull, really desperately needs them. And I run around and do deliveries. None of the char metal cogs will take the strain. Without Master Iron spares, we're not going anywhere. Our highborn suppliers sent for a spare, but there's some delay. If you find any Master Iron cogs on your travels, Khelim, know that I would pay a baron's ransom for each one. Yeah, I noticed. And I can use the new boat rope to maybe buy the Omen something special if I find something. We've had very bad luck tonight finding something for the Omen. I hope that a moss omen does not try to tickle my feet consistently. I think I have seen a trinket merchant that had a bed, but... Oh! Here's a honeycomb chunk. Do you think they would like that? Maybe they would like a honeycomb chunk. There we go! Folded leaf with honey! I haven't seen these in ages. The traveling baker at Night and Myrrh apparently has them. What can I give you? I don't want to give you the spoon because maybe I will eat them. Yes to both. I'm going to trade all of what I have away for Omen treats. I must make sure that I deliver that envelope, though. Well, I can trade the honey brew for the honey, so there's that. Thank you. Now my Omen Pebble. Now my Omen Pebble can have folded honey leaf and honeycomb chunks and marble shade for a hat. And a spoon that I have no idea what I'm doing with. Maybe to give the Omen honey. Oh, I'll take the jar with bright smoke that has the theater play for the Diminiad for the Omen. And I will... I guess I will put in the marble shade and the honeycomb chunks and the spoon. Make sure I don't trade those away. And that way I can keep the folded leaf with honey and the boiled eggs out for my Omin Pebble. Now let's see, maybe I will get lucky and the shopkeeper will have a little bed. Doesn't look like it. But honey and boiled eggs are things that Omen like, right? Omen, Pebble, Spoon. There are Spoon Omen, so do the Spoon Omen race with the Pebble Omen in the spoon? Or is the... or are the spoons worn like a hat? Let's see if we can find the trinket hoarder merchant. Then he does have them sometimes. Oh, with all this running around, I'm getting hungry. Okay, I apologize. I am only eating one honeycomb for right now. That is it. And then I will put them away. I promise that I will not eat the rest of my Omen's food. You know, I was going to say that, like, there is a rumor that Omen are baby Sephra. Oh, hello. You're the one with all the trinkets. Disc of flowering ash. It does not look like you have any bed, though. I've never seen the disc of flowering ash before. This is a disc that carries an air of hopeful rebirth. The carvings are wavy and ethereal, as if the events shown have not yet happened, outside of wishful reveries. An androgynous figure is sat upon a char throne. In their crown are a strange assortment of items, a mystic's knot, a paintbrush, a warden's hand ties, an abacus, and an assortment of different crafters and charsmith's tools, all crown their head in victory. A sea of worshippers kneel at the figure's feet, and the winds themselves are flapping the crowned figure's cloak majestically. The disc is carved with the mark of the loyal Halzanists. That's interesting. I've never seen that before. Well, we're gonna run away with this as you're running away. Because I like to pick up too many things that have to do with mystical things. And stories. Mostly stories. I like stories. That's why I like the Omen. There are lots of little stories about Omen, and the Dominion seems to be the story of Dimin and Mimin. Both are friends. And I think it parallels something that I've heard before, but I'm not entirely sure. Maybe it was a story from New Foundry. Something about a hero named Achilles, maybe? I don't remember. Well, no luck on the Omin bed, but I'm glad that the spirits in the Omin that are following me around don't think my Pebble will be offended. I am hoping that it is not. It does sound new. I will have to... don't think I've ever seen that disc before. I will have to read it again. And maybe write it down somewhere. Maybe there is another merchant that carries Omin or doll bits that I can give to my Omin. The fact that that disc was carved by the loyal Halzanists, and that some of the imagery mimics imagery that I believe was on some of the discs carved by Shimo Billows is interesting. Because there are other discs that I believe have a paintbrush and charsmith's tools. And I'm willing to bet that the other things on this disc are in fact somewhere. What did they say? An androgynous figure, a mystic's knot, a paintbrush, warden's hand ties, an abacus, and an assortment of different crafters and charsmith's tools. Abacus I remember hearing. You know, I'm glad that we, apparently I'm just rambling and telling the, spirits in Omin and my Omin Pebble stories. Maybe I will just continue to tell my Omin Pebble stories while I go. And about the very, very interesting discs that I found. I have a disc of Batsaha that's also very interesting. And I'll try to find the rest of the Dominion. I read it earlier. Why do people keep leaving lockboxes everywhere? Oh, this is somebody with a lockbox. Hello. Hey, Wanderer. I've got this box and it's come stuck here. If you can get it open, I'll let you have what's inside, except the ivory key. That belongs to me. What you say? I feel like I maybe met you before, but I can try. Let's see, there's a bone comb. Bone ring of the Jade Foot Gang. The very thing ring made from a glass viper. And an ivory key that's an odd key made from some unknown animal's tooth. Here you go. I think I ended up taking an ivory key from somebody else, but you can have this one. Thank you, Wanderer. Don't trade your spoils all at the same place now. Okay, that was an odd response. I'm mildly worried about that. Do you think I should be worried about that? Oh, I can sit under the trees for a second. Hello? Have a care, Khelim. There are wardens looking for me. Oh, be sure you are not marked my accomplice. Brave one, aren't you? I guess. Or maybe careless? Probably. I could use some valuable aid to help me in my flight. How about you offer me something in return for me sharing my skill in making gates? A gate spell can get you out of all kinds of trouble. What do you say about a trade? I don't know what I have. I did kind of just trade a bunch for... my Omin Pebble. Oh, give me 2 seconds. Here, have some boiled eggs. No, not all of the boiled eggs. You can't have all of the boiled eggs. You can have some of each, and that's it. I need to save some boiled eggs and some honey leaf for the Omen. Oh, I probably should have considered using the vial of flower mark. Oh well. Or the fall gem that I have in my bag. I really need to take some of these things out. You know, we're just going to go sit under the trees for a second and maybe dry off. Because there's also an interesting cape I found. It's a crude leaf cape. And this is a large cape made out of sulfur and cinnabar autumn leaves. Leaf clothing like this reminds you of eggy-teggy creatures, reclusive and irritable nature spirits with a penchant for nature tailoring. However, it is very rare to see a piece of eggy-teggy clothing this large. Did someone somehow manage to commission a teggy tailor? I don't know, but say teggy tailor 5 times fast. Eggy Teggy sound much crankier than Omin. I feel sorry for the spirit that ended up taking a portal to an outhouse. I have learned many things about Askin outhouses, and most of them are not good. So we have the Omin Pebble, and my Omin Pebble has a little story jar. And oh, I guess I should go back and maybe try to deliver that envelope. The Omin and Hov Airdom get a lot of mail. Don't forget your portal, friend. I hope it doesn't take you to an outhouse. Unless you've been mean, in which case, spirits make the portal take him to an outhouse. heard another voice? Are you a voice in my head, an omen, or a spirit, or none of the above? Just, if you're a Zephyr, don't curse me. Oh, I got some interesting things from the outhouse in Mur. Not those gloves. These gloves, the ragged worker's gloves. I got these gloves that are cord and mesh. They're kind of shredded suede palms mottled with sea salt, and they are frayed and torn at the edges. There's a story of misfortune at sea written on these gloves, but the tale does not tell whether their wearer survived the ordeal or not. If it was in an outhouse in Batsaha, I'm hoping they survived. I personally survived a shipwreck, so... Well, the gloves I found are very good for mechanical endeavors, actually. I don't think it's always a broken mirror. There are several things you can find in the outhouses in Batsaha, including several sick bags, and I don't like using the outhouse there. I hope those weren't someone's lucky gloves. The spirits or voices in my head saying I am that I am, that worries me greatly. Oh, there are usually omen around here. Oh, I'm getting distracted. Right, envelope. The Omen and Hava... Is someone sending a lot of mail to the Omen and Hava Eridom? Oh boy. Lots of running around. But at least I have my Omen Pebble to keep me company. And whatever Omen and voices are following me around too. Thank you for following me around. It's normally rather lonely if I'm not hearing other things. I love delivering mail to the Omen. They're very nice about it. Ooh. I should train my Pebble Omen to deliver mail, and it can help me deliver mail. But there are no Omen here tonight. Oh well. It's dark out, but I like having sulfur as my color. And it's raining. So this isn't necessarily the best place for me to stay. And somehow there's a fire still going over here, so I'll stand here for a few seconds. Well, the fire's warm enough to dry me off, so... If I find a leaf omen, little voice, I promise I will let you know. But for now, I think I am going to rest by the fire and maybe see if I can get this letter to the Omen tomorrow and possibly find a bed for my Omen, Pebble. That I don't know is an Omen, but does seem to be eating things in my bag. I would also like a ribbon. The ribbon, I wonder if the ribbon on the spoon, I wonder if the spoon Omen, there's a spoon that has a ribbon. I wonder if the ribbon is part of the Omen's leggies. I apparently have lots of things in my bag that might be Omen. It says it's carved from almond tree wood, and it's an everyday thing, but unless it happens to be an Omen. Do I have a spoon Omen and a Pebble Omen? My bag is going to get very, very full of treats if I have to keep feeding the Omen. And I'm going to have to get more marble shades so that the Omen can have more hats. I will have to go find Linnea at some point. I need to learn more about the Moss Omen. But yes, there are many types of Omen, and that is what I have learned, and also some of them can be very large, and there's a story about one that travels around the braided shore. Called the Diminutive, which sounds like diminutive, which is a cute play on words. I have to... Does this mean I will need 2 beds? Will I have to get the Omen their own bag? I already have several bags tied on my pack. That have lots of other things in them. We're going to have to do some reorganizing for my Omen. Well, I need a rest. For anyone looking for Omen pebbles, maybe go ask Ninian Turkit, the merchant on the northeast side of the top of Batsaha, and see if he needs any more help with his little chest of Pebble Omen. They seem to go missing frequently. As I have been told at a tea house, be careful wherever you pee in the wild, because you might pee on an Omen. I know that they said it in a better way than that, but I don't remember how to say it a different way. So, winds and stars, good night, and safe travels, and be nice to Omin.